Okay, well, I believe we're live. Well, I've two people already. Well, hello, guys. Oh, Jamie, I have two questions for you. How long have you been doing readings on YouTube now? Well, it's funny. I just got told I reached 15 million views, and I have 4,000 videos, and I've been on YouTube since November 12th of 2020. So just celebrated 5 years. And were we outgoing in the beginning? Is something you grew into over time? Oh yeah, like I was spiritual my whole life, and my mom introduced me to this man named Alex, and he did readings for street kids. Not street kids, but he did readings for people and donated to street kids. So yeah, it was really really cool that everything that we donated to him. I guess it was donated because he would do the readings for donations. You'd usually charge $40 minimum. You could give him whatever you want because you know that's where the money was going. So that was pretty cool. But anyway, he had the way he did it. He didn't use tarot cards. He had this barrel, and he had these, sticks, wooden sticks, like the ones where they check your eye, your throat, to make sure, the doctors anyway. He, painted on the end of each one and then, put a varnish on all of them, and, he kept them in this metal jar, and he would put them all in, and he would just shuffle them around, and then you would pick sticks, and then he would line them up, and then line them up, and then he would read your story. He had me in tears, several times. So many things that he told me, like, hit home, and I'm like I was almost getting the energies and everything before he was even telling me, like, it was kinda weird. I knew what he was gonna say to me, so I was really connected, and I was really young at that age. I was in my early teens, and, I was really fascinated by it all. And then, I was going through some things in my life, and I, always wanted to know how I could get answers to questions that really nobody else can really help you with, right? That's what tarot is really cool and good for, and it's been used for centuries. And it's because, it'll be honest with you, it'll tell you the truth, and, sometimes, people who read for themselves, they're not sure if they're reading what they wanna see or, because it's easier to read for somebody else than it is for yourself. Um, I don't read for myself that much. I did in the beginning. Hello, Dorella, and, hello, Pikachu. I like that Pikachu, it sounds like a Pikachu. Oh, hola, granola. Oh my goodness, you are too funny. You're too funny. 'Cause I always use, like, single as a Pringle, I always have, like, little nicknames for everything, and, yeah. No, oh, aren't you cute, Darcy? Darcy Den, and then we've got Carrie Fisher, hi from Colorado. It's cold everywhere, isn't it, for everybody? I know my friend in Australia is, like, boiling her ass off, and, people in Florida are, like, all sweaty, but, us poor people in the winter, it's just like this is, like, the worst winter ever. Hi from France. Ah, vous parlez le français qui est vraiment comme, vous prononcez les R comme très, très sérieusement. Je peux pas parler de cette façon, non, non. Do you even speak French being from France? I don't know, some people, yeah, what can I say? Uh, I always embarrassed my family everywhere I went when I was younger. 'Cause I've been an entertainer since I can remember, and, I knew I was meant for something, I didn't know it was this. Honestly, I've always wanted to, apply for, SNL. I know it's, like, hard to get in, but, like, I don't know, I just see myself there. Yeah, it's just, I just, yeah, it's just my humor, my personality, just who I am, and I feel like I'm Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Libra rising, so I feel like I've got these raging energies at all times. And nothing really gets me down. I mean, if people around, that's why you got to watch what energies you surround yourself in, right? If you're surrounding yourself around people who like bring you down, that's just going to bring you down, right? And then you're just going to be in that energy. So you got to be in energies of other people who are in the same vibe as you to kind of, keep yourself motivated and going and help each other out. Oh, fudge de chocolat. I like how you used a K there. Or Colleen de Christidin. I was told that's swearing, it's not. I mean, it's just, holy beans, you know? Oh, I keep you in stitches. Oh, you're just starting your channel? Oh, what kind of channel are you starting, Darcy? I'm kinda curious. Are you starting a tarot channel? There are so many tarot channels out there. I feel like you need to find that thing that you connect with your audience. For me, it took a little while for me to connect. I found that the 6 decks and the way that I laid it out, if I tried doing anything different, nobody wanted to watch. If I so I had to keep everything I had to listen to my audience, and I feel like that's how you get to where you wanna be. It's not what you want, it's what they want, and then it's kinda you, compromise, And, that's pretty much, I mean, how I started my channel. I was terrified, terrified to go out and start doing a video, and especially since I was reading tarot, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, there's gonna be other people who read tarot out there who like, Jamie doesn't know what the hell she's talking about?" So, I didn't go on until I was, like, confident that I was, gonna be okay. It's, like, 65 here, yeah. Oh, and who else do we have here? Dance of the Soul 444. Well, laughs, I love it. And, ooh, Melm MGC, okay, hot in Australia. Okay. You know what I found out on, this show Cash Cab that they have in Toronto? I mean, used to have back in, like, 2012 to 2016. Anyway, I learned that there are more kangaroos than people. So I've seen kangaroo fights. Are you kidding me? These kangaroos have 6 packs, and they're dangerous, and they're angry. Are they like this all the time, or is it just people posting videos? I'm kinda freaked out about going to Australia, and I'm afraid of tarantulas too, so, yeah. My friend Ange, who lives I don't know what part of Australia she lives in. It starts with a T, and it's very short. But anyway, she tells me that there's no tarantulas there, and she rarely sees a kangaroo. I'm like, okay, if there's more kangaroos than people there, then you must run into a kangaroo more often than you're telling me. So she probably just doesn't want to tell me the truth because she thinks that I won't go visit if I know that a kangaroo is going to freaking have a fist fight with me. You see those? It's like, whoa, crazy. And well, hello everyone. Hope you're all good. Odilia Medeiros, yes. I know I do premieres a lot, and I know people think I'm live. I'm not. Premieres are pre-recorded videos with a live chat. Okay, so the chat shows live because you're viewing this for the first time, with everybody else. Okay, so you're the first viewers. That's all that means. Okay, because I know some people are like, Jamie, why aren't you talking to us? Why are you ignoring us? I'm like, I'm not. I'm here. I'm here. See, this is different, and you're definitely a Volb. I'm assuming vibe. O and I are very close. I got you. And you're reviewing decks and adding in some Reiki videos, expanding which. Oh, I like that. Well, let me know what your channel is. You can message me anytime, email me, let me know you were in the live, and let me know what your channel is. I can help promote you too. I'm helping Psychic Lauren promote hers. She is fabulous. I got to get connected with her again too because she was connecting with past loved ones, and she connected with my mother-in-law, like had her to a T. Okay, she's like, oh, she likes to wear those like checkered red and black jackets. I'm like, yeah, she wears that like all the time. Like those jackets, flannel jackets that construction workers used to wear. Like she was so cute. She loved wolves, and she was like always dressing like with a jean jacket and that kind of a jacket underneath. And so I don't know how she saw it, but she saw that. That's how I knew she was really connecting with her because I'm like, okay, not many people dress just this way. So I know she's connecting with her. And then she told me that we were in a park, and that was the last time I saw her was at a park. And I'm sitting, those chairs that fold in and out. Yeah, I sat in one of those, and the thing broke, and I fell, and I was like half in and out, and she's just laughing away. I miss her laugh, but I still hear it to this day. But it was so crazy. And then, I thought she was upset with me, and because she told my husband that she thought that I hated her before she passed, right? She was like my mother-in-law for 25 years, man. I was like, I don't hate her. And I wanted her to know that. And apparently, she was laughing that this was bothering me still, and that she knew she was a pain in the ass in the end, and was getting on everybody's nerves. And she doesn't, make me feel responsible for anything. So just let it go. So I was like, wow, okay, like that made me feel like, you know, um, better, not so guilty. I was carrying that for a while. So I mean, if you guys are interested in meeting her, I thought that would be really cool to get her on the channel and do a live with her and have her, connect with some of you guys. I mean, she already did it for me, and I don't really have any more questions. I mean, the things that I wanted answered, she helped me with, and she she connected. If you guys want to see what her channel is, it's Psychic Lauren, and she spells it Lauryn, and she's pretty gifted. Like while she was doing my connection, and then she was doing somebody else, there was a man, and he was pacing back and forth. And she's like, "Okay, I see this man. He's very tall, and he wants to say something, but he can't right now." And he's just crossed his arms now, and he's pretty upset, and he wants to speak. So before we ended the the live, I said, okay, we really need to find out what dude behind you has to say. And he pretty much reamed out somebody in the audience who was there, who it was her husband who passed, and he was telling her, smarten up and enjoy your life, and just move on. Okay, I'm okay. And that was just like, woo, really intense too. So, yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to connect in that way, but I'm terrified of feeling some man walking behind me and getting irritated with me and just wanting to speak. Well, luckily, I gave him the chance to speak at the end because I was like, he had something to say and he really wanted to let it out. So God only knows if I would have had some bad vibe following me around, saying you didn't let me speak. So I try to give him the power that he wanted. Plenty of kangaroos, but never seen a fight. Oh my God, Ange, you're here. You're too funny. Ange is my little friend. She's my pair. She is the other one. She took me on a road trip a little while ago. I never knew that she was the middle child for the longest time. And I don't know if you saw, but I got like lilies from her on my channel a while back, and my cats ate them, and I had no idea that lilies like literally murder your pet, your cat. So I had to rush the cats to the hospital, and I didn't have any money, and Ange felt so bad and so responsible. She like flipped the bill and paid for everything to save the kitty cats' lives. And ever since then, we have this connection that I don't feel like we'll ever not be connected. I feel like the universe put us together for a reason, and yeah. Oh, bless her heart. Yeah, bless her heart. It was funny because I was sending her pictures during the time that we were there at the vet at the emergency. And Kristen's like laying on the floor and then laying cuddling her blanket because it's in the middle of the night, right? Like I looked on my phone because I found the cat throw up and it was black, and I'm like, okay, I don't think this is good. So I looked it up and it said take your cat to the emergency right away. I'm like, oh, it can't be that bad. So I called the emergency. They're like, you need to come now. I'm like, okay, seriously, is that well, it is apparently that bad because it's a slow killer, a silent killer. It slowly turns off their kidneys and bye-bye. So you don't want that, right? So anyway, everything's all good with them. They're both super healthy again, and we're we're still pretty close. I've been avoiding like the world, I've been hermiting it up in my life. We all go through different stages of our lives, and yeah, I haven't done a live in a long time, and so I thought I'd hop on and say hi to some of you guys. So Kathy 654, hello from Alberta. How much snow do you guys have there? Do we have more than you? Like, I swear we must have had, like, about 200 centimeters in the last, freaking like, I'm surprised we're not, like, living in igloos, like, some people think people in Canada live in igloos. Well, we may as well freaking live in one because I look outside and it looks like we are inside an igloo. Oh, hello from Ontario, Mariana. Where in Ontario are you? I'm in the Tri-Cities area, and the KW Tri-Cities area, so, this snow here is just nutty bonkers, like super buddy bonkers. Avoid baby's breath. Yeah, baby's breath, I read, like, all these flowers can make your cat sick, but the lilies actually kill your cat. They're called the flower of death, which I didn't know. I love that, and some people are like, "Oh, I knew that since the beginning of time." I'm like, "You were watching my videos or you weren't watching my videos, whatever." But anyway, I had the lilies on there, so nobody went, "Hey, Jamie, what the F do you have on your table?" You know? If all you people knew that lilies were I love that in the comments, "Oh, I knew. Oh, I knew." I'm like, "Then why didn't you tell me? Why don't you tell me what movie you wanna see?" Sorry, it's too much Seinfeld for Jamie. When Kramer started getting phone calls because his number was close to a movie phone, and he was answering, the phone, and, eventually he's getting so many calls, he started looking up movies for them. "Oh, yeah, Brown Eyed Girl's on at 8 o'clock in theater blah, blah, blah." And then he started pretending he was automated. When George called, and George is like, "I don't even know, like, what button to press here, like, what is" so he presses a button. I mean, Kramer doesn't know what button he pressed, so he's like, "Well, why don't you tell me what movie it is you wanna see?" I'm sorry, I love that show, Seinfeld. I think it's so freaking funny. Oh, you're near North Bay? Oh. I have a cousin who still lives in North Bay. He actually, works in a guitar store and a bar there, oh, what's it called, that bar? Anyway, I know that his other half, Andre, watches, but I guess she's not on here, but yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of that bar. Anyway, it's like a really quaint bar, and I guess he plays guitar and that, so, that is like, the easier life. "Oh, you live in Toronto? Toronto?" That's not what we all call it, Toronto. You don't call it Toronto, we call it Toronto. We were just joking about that the other day because everybody is, like, pronouncing it differently, and then you're like, "Where are you from?" "Oh, yeah, I know Julie's got blonde hair and green eyes, and she's from Toronto. Do you know her?" Your mom isn't beaten. Okay, okay, cool. How much is a question? It's whatever, man. The only reason why, honestly, I put it is because, I'm not really looking to make donations tonight. I'm looking to chill with you guys, but if you wanna ask a question, but sometimes people abuse it, and then they'll be, like, asking me one question after another, after another, after another if I do them for free, right? So it's like, "Whoa." So I just kinda didn't want that kind of an energy. Well, I'm not feeling that here tonight, so, I mean, I can answer a couple of quick questions, just hanging out with you guys, but I wasn't, not looking for any money, okay? Although I'm as broke as hell, but I'm not looking for any money. I'm not somebody who likes to just take people's money, you know? And, I mean, don't get me wrong, I wanna be paid for my services, but I'm not here feeling like I'm giving you a service. I'm here to chill and hang out and chat with you guys, right? So, I know that truth, eh? Yeah. Yeah, don't we all? Isn't life, like, financially, like, just so strapping for so many people out there? Like, YouTube, which is, run by, like, the commercials that you guys watch are paid by AdSense. The company ads, so it's ADSENSE. Anybody can look up what the heck that is, right? They were paying out really good money when I started. Like, I was making really good money, and then all of a sudden they cut the pay by 90%, 90%. So if you saw some channels fall off, the face of the earth, nobody's touched for a while, nobody's uploaded for a while, you're like, it's ghost town. Like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, they went and got a job. Okay. They're like, I cannot sustain this life anymore. And they disappeared and went to go get a job. So I'm pretty much at that point right now, but I don't really, I've, I don't want to give up on my channel, so I'm finding different ways to get through life, and yeah, I don't even know where the hell I was going with that one, but anyway, I you were just asking, yeah, yeah, because just so many people are struggling, and it's so sad. Like, do you guys have a lot of people on street corners like begging, like, I have no home, I have no place to live, um, and you're just like, you can't help every single person you see. I mean, I would love to be able to do that. I mean, It's kind of weird. Like, you know, what my dream is if I ever got rich, is I would create shelters all over everywhere to make sure everyone has a warm bed and a warm meal to eat. Because I feel like we all need to be there for each other. We're too busy creating war, fighting with each other. Oh, you're this race, or you're this color. Like, are you kidding me? If aliens ever come down to invade us, we're screwed. Okay, we're screwed, and not in a good way. Okay, it's not going to be fun. So I really feel, yeah, it's a good vision. Yeah, that's why, I had to my husband, like, I want to be president. I want to be the one running this shit show because no one else seems to know how to do it right. They all have some ulterior motive, something up their sleeve. That's why I hate politics, is because there's never been a good one that's ever done anything great for us that, hey, Kirsten's here. She wants to cut through the politics. So thank goodness. Anyway, she's here to show off her bee. Come grab that chair and come sit here.
I just finished.
So you guys have met Kirsten before, and some of you guys, if you haven't, she's my daughter.
Hello.
Yeah, I can't wait to get rid of this sweet potato. Oh my God, you're funny. He does look like a sweet potato. You know what he looks like? He looks like a microwave container from spaghetti. You know when you microwave your clear plastic container in too much spaghetti? That's what he looks like.
What are you talking about?
Trump.
Oh, okay. I should know.
Hello, beautiful. Oh, there you
go. Stop. Guys, you make me blush.
Yeah, you guys saw the picture I posted of her for her birthday, all glammed up.
Oh my God. Sorry, I see you're thrusting over on the other camera.
Here, well, just get rid of that. It's too distracting. So, she likes drum rolls, okay? Oh my God, her crown is so tiny. I thought it was going to be bigger. That's what she said.
It's a little tiny.
Oh my goodness.
I added some blush here.
That is too freaking cute.
Blush
oh my gosh.
Face. So cute. Oh, thank you guys.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, you can show them the other ones you got.
Oh, here. Yeah.
Your little squid.
Everybody seems to love my jellyfish. Love the jellyfish. Play with the tentacles.
Yeah, it's good for ADHD, I've been told, You're 33 and back home in your mom's dining room. Oh, that's funny. Love it.
My bear, I finished him yesterday. Yeah, so I've been working really hard. And then my gecko, I made a gecko, spotted gecko. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my Rumipals.
Oh, and Angie's here too, so showing off her pair.
Oh my gosh, you are so punny.
Beautiful. You are so cute,
That
Kathy.
is so cute.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Love you both. Love you,
you're
Michelle.
sweet. You're sweet. I mean,
you guys are seeing this before I even put this on my website and anything. So,
whoa. Yeah, you can't find our website yet. Look at that. You got to just you get the back what do you call backstage action?
Yeah, well, I figured since you guys were talking, I'd come in and say hi.
Oh yeah, and we're live, right? This isn't a recording.
Oh, I know.
Just so you know.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Well, people are commenting as I'm talking, so I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. I'm glad that a lot of you guys showed up, and yeah, can you make a black wolf?
I absolutely can make a black wolf. Absolutely. If you maybe I'll do some like gray accents just to bring out like some features, just because my sister has a tuxedo cat and I'm doing that for her, and she's like completely black, and like her nose is black, and there's just a few like white accents. So it looks a little, here I can go. She won't see the video, Taylor.
I doubt Taylor's watching. She's got better things to do. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can ask a question for sure. For sure. Well, just let her finish off her little show off, and then I'll answer your question. PJ.
It's just a little too black. To me, she's just very black, but so you can't even see her nose. That's just the thing, but it's there. She's got a nose. You can't even see it. So it just kind of depends. If that's okay with you, then I can do it like pure black, or if you just want like some like little like accents just to oh, thank you. Just to make sure that you can well, I'm not even in the camera. Just so you can make sure that you can even see like the nose and all that stuff. But I won't keep you guys from this. But absolutely, I can make.
How do you donate? Well, you can either do PayPal or you can donate through the channel. Just
Perfect. Yeah, silver or white accents. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can do, girl. Absolutely.
Love that. And we're getting all sorts of different questions.
Rumipals. Rumipals, RUMIPALS.com. And on Instagram, just Rumipals.
At Rumipals. Yeah. A lot of people, sometimes people don't know. I'm old.
Well, you just type in Rumipals and it should find it. Okay. Yeah, I got my logo and everything, so it should be pretty noticeable. And there shouldn't be another Rumipals, so it should be pretty easy.
Oh, MG, so adorable, and so is the bee. Of course, that's Ange.
Ange, love you, Ange.
She's the green one, the middle child.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, well, now I know. All right, well, you need some. You need some in your video.
Oh, yes, of course. I don't want to remove all that.
Well, I'm taking the beach to
went for
our
a
photo
flying
shoot. Oh, no. I'll get them after. All right, bye. Bye. Nice seeing you guys.
Here, you can put that chair back. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Love you.
I love you. And yeah, Kirsten. You know, Kirsten has been around for quite a while on my channel. Some of you guys, I'm sure you know about her leukemia. And we were pretty much doing like videos every day in her hospital bed. And then we moved to a hotel so that I was able to do them in the hotel. And I would bring a pull-out table and all my equipment. My eyes twitching just from thinking about how 9 months of that, setting up the table, setting up my cards. And this is like a 1-bedroom hotel room. So it was just like, holy cow. Honestly, now it feels like a distant memory. How I did it was I compartmentalized, you know, I just told myself it's going to be done soon. So just keep on trucking. I ate way too much bacon and sausage. I was turning into some bacon and sausage. It was every morning was like full breakfast. You know, when you go to these hotels and you get like, you know, the breakfast in the morning and they have like these, every freaking morning was like that. I was like, oh, I'm going to have lunch or breakfast and lunch at the same time. So that way I'm not hungry till dinner. Wow. The amount of calories I was putting in my body, I may as well have had like a week's worth of meals in one breakfast. So it wasn't so good, but you know what? You do what you got to do to survive. So there's no payment for the reading. Like even if you don't send me anything and you just tell me what your question is, like I said, I'm not on here to make many cash. So you asking me how much, I don't even have an amount. So just ask me your question. Oh, jeez, you sent 10 on PayPal? Well, thank you. That's very sweet of you. Oh, and what did you want to know? What did you want to know? PJJ 11111. I'm not sure what your name means. Does your name have some sort of meaning, or those are your initials and you just weren't able to, say more than that? I don't always wonder what people's handles are meaning. Anyway, you didn't know how to send it. That's totally cool. And your name is Prab. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm assuming the H is silent. Prab, or let me know if I'm saying it wrong. Well, what would you like to know? I'm gonna wet my palette first. Eat beets and beetroots. Okay, and what does that do? Are you telling somebody else that? Oh, is it because we had the bee? Could you please tell me if Richard is interested in me romantically, or is it one-sided? You know, I gotta tell you, that question I get like so often. And you know that song, do I want to know if this feeling flows both ways? I can see why that song is popular, because So many people want to know, how else do you find out? It's not like you can go ask anybody, right? Tarot, I feel like, is just the best place to get your answers. Okay, so and you didn't tell me if I'm saying your name right, so I'm gonna say what I think your name is, Prob. So you work with him, so I actually can't do much. Okay, but you're just like, is it just me, or is he feeling it too? We're gonna find out here. Okay, for Prob, does Richard have an interest romantically, or is it just fun and games? Is there romantic interest? King of Blades, I totally get this is emotionally unavailable energy. So, Richard, it doesn't tell you much because it's not in his nature to be sharing that. Page of Coins. This, I feel like there is a connection. I don't feel like it's a love connection, and more like a work connection. No, Richard is the neighborhood bicycle everyone's taking a ride on. You know, that guy. So I had to do the thrust. I mean, I'm live. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. That's he probably wants to sleep with you. Just saying. And I'm curious. I'm gonna pull one more energy here. It's a work-related connection. Okay, I don't see a love connection here, like, at all. You've got the neighborhood bike, the work connection. I feel like Richard likes the connection he has with you at work, but I don't see a romantic connection. Independence. I feel like he likes his independence, and I don't. It doesn't necessarily mean he's sleeping around. I'm just saying he's not somebody who's looking for a relationship. Okay. And perhaps this is your time to self-reflect and look at what it is you want in your life. Chasing, not, I don't feel like you're chasing, okay, but fantasizing and dreaming about a connection that's never going to happen. It may happen if you detach and disconnect yourself. And then if there is any kind of that vibe, it would definitely come back and show up in a way where he may show some interest, but I don't see that. I feel like you just need to move on and do you. Okay. So, yeah, I don't feel like Richard is worth your vibes. I hope that helps. Okay. Well, I hope that helped. And, oh, it helps with blood. Gotcha. Well, my daughter had a freaking bone marrow transplant. My oldest daughter was her stem cell donor. So, she has a completely redefined immune system. She's like immunocompromised though, like for the rest of her life. So she has to get checked like all the time. Eating marrow. Oh, that sounds delicious. Do you spread it on your crackers? No, thanks. It sounds like liver pate. My husband likes that. You know, the tubes. I'm just like, okay. The smell. I mean, I'd rather smell cat food than that. Yeah, do need to move on. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm not seeing that there's a connection there. I definitely feel like it. If he flirts and all that, it's just to keep the vibe exciting at work and fun. And perhaps he's just a real flirt, and that's why the Knight of Wands was there. Big flirt and making everybody think that, maybe he's just somebody who just likes to make everyone feel comfortable. And then sometimes it can be like, am I missing something? Oh, some people just have that over excessive niceness about them that you kind of can read the wrong way sometimes. Trust me, I've been there, Yeah. Marrow is better in broth. Well, it definitely would. So put it in some soup. Reminds me of the soup Nazi from Seinfeld. Because when Elaine got the, what do you call it? The cabinet or whatever, and all of the soup Nazi recipes for all the soup was there, and she's like reading them all, and then she's like, "No soup for you." Oh, I'm sorry. I love Seinfeld. I know some people, it's either a hate or love kind of relationship, right, with that show. Never thought it'd make it Well, gelatin isn't gelatin bone marrow, isn't jello bone marrow. Somebody told me that once, and I just stopped eating jello because I'm like, I can't eat this thinking it's even that. Koreans make it into a gelatin, like a dessert gelatin or like a like a meat gelatin. My husband went to Hungary the one time. I don't know if anybody here is from Hungary, but he said that he got like this plate and it was just had like this fatty things and fatty jelly or whatever, and like people are like dipping their bread in it, and my husband's just like trying. He was like, by the end of that week that he was there for his business trip, he like had a major accident, if you know what I mean, from all of the food that you eat there, like marrow powder. Interesting. I was under the impression ooh, gelatin's from hooves. Okay, this is getting even worse. And you know what's funny? I tell you, my brain is just connected to too many things. I saw some guy with his truck the other day driving, and it said Dr. Hooves on the back of his truck. I was like, oh, is that a joke for Doctor Who? Dr. Hooves, maybe? Dr. Hooves. Hey, I clean some hooves. Pickled pig feet and gelatin. Okay, where's this going, man? You guys are making me think of when I was younger and I worked in a grocery store. I worked in a grocery store for like 4.5 years when I was like 19. Yeah, I was 19 and pregnant. And anyway, I worked and we had this thing called blood and tongue. And it was like this loaf and it had like gelatin all in it. And it was like pieces of cow tongue and pieces of different things. And I was like, I never wanted to cut it. You could see like the taste buds in it and stuff. I was like, oh my God. And that head cheese. Oh, I know all these, everybody, I don't know if you guys like eating that stuff, man, but I'm just like, this is not touching this mouth. Fear factor, I would not last long, tell you that. When they make you eat like all sorts of weird shit, like donkey testicles or like bull testicles or bull penis. Are you kidding me? Who in the world would go on a show where you'd have to eat anything like that? Or like that one show where they like spin the table and like, they ask you a question, and if you're too afraid to answer it, you have to eat what's in front of you. No, like spoiled milk or like even grosser than that, like yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters. I liked oysters at one point in my life. I would eat them from the can and put them on like crackers, and then one day I decided I can't do this. It didn't last long, but yeah, it is gross, eh? I don't know, talking about like gross food. Well, that's a good thing. It's not making me hungry. Maybe that's what we need to do when, we're trying to lose some weight. Just to think about all that gross food, and definitely curbs that appetite. Oh yeah, well, my husband ate dog once, so that kind of. And the only reason why is because he lived in this place. Well, it's a country. I don't even know if it's a country. It's part of the U.S., I believe. It's called Saipan. It's the Mariana Islands. I'm not good with geography. Anyway, it's between Australia and Japan, and they're all Filipino, and they live there. And his father just decided to spin the freaking globe, and wherever his finger landed, oh, it landed on Saipan. Off we go. So they moved there, and so he lived there for a while, and he went to his buddy's place and it smelled really bad. And he's like, "What's that smell?" And he's like, "Oh, no, it's nothing. Don't worry about it." He's like, "Hey, yeah, you staying for dinner?" And he's like, maybe, questioning that. So he decided to stay for dinner, and he just put a piece in his mouth, and his buddy nudges him over and he's like, "Hey, you know what you're eating?" And he's like, "What?" He's like, "What has four legs and goes woof woof?" He got really upset that he was eating a dog and that he wasn't told. And they're wild, though. Okay, it's not like your pet. Okay, you don't have like your little pet and you're just like, oh, we're gonna eat you tonight. No, they're wild dogs. They run free. They're wild, kind of like, we have like coyotes here and shit like that. Well, we don't eat them, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that only ever happened once, and he was so upset, and I can't really blame him because like, look at me, I'm like I'm like holding myself going like that. That's a little much, but yeah, Say sometimes you don't even know what you're eating. I remember my dad used to joke and say that Chinese restaurants, the chicken was actually cats. And then I just heard about a restaurant in the area here that actually got charged for that. I'm like, really? What is this world coming to? What is wrong with people? Okay, they're pets, people. They're not food. Okay. So it's worse when I go to like the A&W, which is, and they play a video of like a cow as you're eating your hamburger. I'm like, really? Do you really think while I'm eating my hamburger, I want to watch a video of a cow? I can't eat hamburgers there anymore. I can barely eat hamburgers, period, now, because all I think about is the cow. What does it mean if a guy you just started seeing brings you homemade lasagna to your home and brings you flowers? What the fuck? Is this like a dream you're having? Or did this really happen? Because that sounds like a really good dream. This dude made you, was the lasagna good at least? Because if the lasagna is good, man, he is a keeper. Yeah. What do you think it means? It means you're going to have it made. I believe you're probably going to get massage. He's Italian. Holy Jesus bananas. Okay, well, really, it was delicious. You're making me salivate now. Okay, we go from talking all about that to delicious Italian lasagna. OMG. What do you think it means? I'd be like, so when's the next dish coming? What other stuff do you make? OMG. Obviously, he made a lasagna for you. Lasagna doesn't take 20 minutes. Okay? It doesn't. And there's an art to this too. So I'm sure the lasagna looked great. And, now he is Polish. Well, even better. I had a Polish friend in high school, and her parents made the best food. I just loved going over to her house. It was my friend Carolina. Yeah. Yeah. They make, oh my gosh, Polish food, the German food. I love German food. My husband's German. Yeah, well, last name's Prinz, right? Prinz. So it's like, or you say I say Z, you say Z. Anyway, you're Ukrainian. Okay, see, I've got a whole. That's what I love about YouTube is I get to meet you guys from like all over the world. It's so awesome, and I get to connect with you guys. And I actually got 3 virtual readings booked today. I was like, whoa. And I just did one, and I have another one tomorrow to do. So that's 5 virtual readings in the last like few days. I mean, I was manifesting being able to pay my car payment. And I think I manifested a little too intensely because, well, not that I'm complaining or anything, but I mean, you guys are so sweet. I can't believe how many people are actually interested in it. But I tell you, I get to learn so much. Like I did one with Kelly earlier, and oh my gosh, it went for like 45 minutes over. Like we were 2 hours and 45 minutes because I answered her questions, I did her readings. Her first question took an hour, and then her second question took an hour, and then we just started chatting it up. We had so much in common, and you know what the weird part was I felt like I was looking at myself. Kelly looked just like me. When I'm like relaxed and I have my hair down, no makeup, I was like, oh my, he's an Italian stallion. Oh, that's too funny. But yeah, I feel like I love connecting with you guys. I feel like I get to know you guys on like such a more intimate level. And I've made friends with pretty much everybody I did virtual readings with yet. So it was funny because I was telling Kelly, I'm like, you know what? All of us have so much in common that I would love for whoever lives close by for us to like get a time where we all get together and we meet for dinner or some sort of event or something where we can all get together. And because we're like most people who ask for a virtual reading with me were like the same age. Okay, I'm gonna be 50 July the 28th. I'm a Leo sun, Leo moon, Libra rising. That's why I'm so crazy. But yeah, I love the fact that I get to know a lot about you guys. And some of these readings, like I had Kelly, like, woo, I was like, I don't know but Kelly, I see like sticky notes like everywhere. You have sticky notes? She like pulled a whole bunch of sticky notes and put them on cam. I was like, I could just read her personality. And I think I touched a few more areas that kind of made her go, woo. But yeah, that's what I love about this that's why I don't really want to, you know, um, go do a day job. I mean, I was a freaking disability claims analyst for 21 years at an insurance company. Okay, not like, I didn't have it tough. Every boss I worked for was a biatch. The one boss I had, we all got her fired. We were all like, you know what? I can't be bullied anymore. And this woman was 4'11" and she was a bully. And I feel like if you're bullied when you're younger and you become a manager, it's not a good mixture. It's almost like you're getting your revenge on everybody who didn't even do anything to you because you're just so bitter about how your life was, right? And you know what? You just have to accept that, we've all had tough lives, growing up and things, It's not a free ticket to be um a terrible person, you know? And you can change your path of life. You don't have to continue that path that you came from that, you don't agree with, or whatever it is. It's like you got free will. You don't have to follow suit with anything that goes on in your life. That's how we have to, because I feel like a lot of us are at this point in our lives where you're still feeling like you have to ask permission or you have to get validation from someone. You don't. You don't need permission. People are like, "Oh, how did you get permission to start your YouTube channel?" I'm like, "What kind of question is that?" I just decided one day that's what I was going to do, and I created it, and I struggled a bit, so I asked my techie husband to help me out, and got the ball rolling, and yeah, and then I just decided this is what I want to do. I locked myself up in my room after my full day's work, and I would learn tarot. So I bought a course from this woman called Lisa Boswell. I don't know if she still sells tarot courses, but anyway, that was years ago, like almost 6 years ago. And I bought every single one of her course. Okay, I bought like just how to do general readings, how to do personal readings, love readings, career readings. Like I bought the whole freaking shebang, and I spent like almost 2,000 American dollars on this. And because I was invested, man, I wanted to learn this. So I locked myself in my room every night for about 8 to 9 months and just learn and learn. I tried to find all these different methods, read all sorts of different books, just really made it my mission. I was dedicated. And like anything, if you want to succeed in your life, you have to want it. If you're doing it because somebody else told you you'd be good at it, it's not going to work because you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it because you think somebody else thinks you'd be good at it. Right. So do what you're passionate about, do what you love. Stop letting people judge you. Don't let fear stop you. Okay. Because that's what is everyone's roadblock as a human being. You're afraid. You're afraid of change. You're afraid of being judged. You're afraid of failure. You're afraid that, no one's gonna, agree with you. And who gives a shit? It's your life. That's why we have free will. You get a reading you don't like what the reading was about, we'll change it. Nothing has to happen the way that a reading comes out. If you don't like it, that's when you go, holy shit, that's what's going to happen? Well, I don't think so. I'm going to change that, right? Don't go, oh my God, here it goes. I'm just going to wait for the tower to fall. Like get your shit together, and I'm not just giving you the advice that I'm not following for myself because I'm at a point in my life right now where I have to get my shit together and figure out my life and figure out my ducks and putting them in a row and figuring out where I'm going in my life. So and it's this channel and YouTube is just terrible, but you know what? It's all in what you make of it. You can either go cry in a corner or you can make it your mission to make it better, to just keep climbing. My numbers on my channel were just terrible for the long. I used to get 3,500 to 4,000 subscribers every 28 days. And that was like for the first 3 years of my channel. Then all of a sudden, that's when AdSense came in, cut everything just cut. I hit 100,000 subscribers and then I started to just drop. Everything started to drop. And it was really, really strange. I'm like, I thought I would get rewarded for hitting 100,000 and they would put me more out there. Oh, it was like the complete opposite. So it's YouTube is just like a roller coaster, okay? And if you are planning on making YouTube your life ever, well, you gotta take that into consideration. That I love how they say it's seasonal, and it kind of is true, And you just have to run your life based on what you got, right? So you got to look at every part of your life and try and figure out how you can make it better, instead of complaining how bad it is or feeling like the world's coming down on your shoulders. Yeah, you can do that. It's not going to really do anything good for you besides make you feel more down in the dumps. That's how you gain strength and courage. Maybe it's because I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo sun, Leo moon, a Libra rising, and you can't knock me down. You can knock me down as much as you want, and I'm going to find a way to crawl my way back out of there, whatever the situation is in your life, in my life. You know, I don't let people bring me down, and I don't let people tell me who I am. I tell them. And that's how you gain that confidence and self worth, especially when you're in a relationship where somebody does not value you. If you're in a relationship and it's like your person doesn't value you, it's like you feel like you're in a competition all the time, or you feel like you're walking on eggshells. That is not a relationship, okay? A relationship goes two ways, okay? And compromise and cheering each other on. I mean, if that's not what's going on in your relationship, then you really need to reevaluate it. Yeah, because I do so many readings for people who are just so unhappy. They stay in relationships where because they're lonely or because they feel like no one else is going to love them. That is such a crock of baloney. Why? If you don't love yourself, that's when you feel no one's going to love you. And that's why it's so important to have self-love. And that's why when you get self-love, then you get confidence. And confidence, if you're looking to get in a relationship, and you're wondering what's wrong with you and why you're not attracting the energies that you want, it's because you're not in them. You're not in that mind state. You may be still bitter. Oh, I don't like Capricorns. If it's a Capricorn, I'm leaving. Well, how would you like that if somebody did that to you, finding out your sun sign, going, oh, you're one of those? This is over. Okay. Look at how you treat others, and that is how you are going to receive your energy. So you treat people in a certain way, well, expect that back. So that's what I always tell people: whatever you dish out into the universe is what you will receive back. Okay, garbage in, garbage out, good in, good out, right? So yeah, you gotta make those choices in your life when you feel like I was at my strongest when I had zero choice. When and guys, today is the anniversary of my daughter getting diagnosed with leukemia, and she was just on, and I don't know if she even remembered that, but it's been 3 years since my husband and I were there by chance that he was there because he worked so much. He was never there, but that day he was there, and the Dr. Grassa came in, and she just had tears in her eyes, and I knew right away what the diagnosis was. I just didn't want to admit it, but I tell you, that feels like a distant memory. Like I'm just clenching my hands because that was like, wow, you don't know how strong you are until you don't have a choice. And then it's just you do. And people say, how'd you get through it? Well, how do you think I got through it? I just did. I just did and got through it. And here we are today. You saw her. She's healthy, beautiful. And I mean, she had a 30% chance of survival. And I was like, I told her, I'm like, I'm never leaving your side. I quit my job for her. I did everything to be with her, to help her get through it. And I really feel like, as well, the audience was there helping and being there and cheering her on, and that really helped us all get through it. So if you're going through something major in your life, like that, and then other challenges arise, it's like, if you can conquer that, you can conquer anything in your life. That's why I'm a firm believer that you can conquer anything in your life. If I was able to do that, and I'm still here, and I'm still hanging on, and I'm still alive, and it didn't take me down, didn't take my family down. And when someone in your family has cancer, you all have it, because it affects everyone in so many different ways. But yeah, I feel like she's here for a reason. Never in a bazillion years did I ever think that I was gonna have a kid with cancer. You know what's funny too? It's not funny, but funny. I went to an event probably 10 years before she was diagnosed. And it was a tarot event. And this was before I started reading. And that was another reason why I really wanted to get into it was because Kirsten started to get sick long before she was diagnosed. But the woman told me that I was going to have a child that, or not a child, I was going to have a close loved one that was going to get diagnosed with cancer, but they were going to survive. And weirdly enough, and how we discovered it was really interesting. Okay. And I know people always wonder, how do you find out you've got cancer? So she went on this medication called Accutane for acne. And this is kind of like really strong medication. So they monitor your blood work like every month to make sure that your body can handle this and it clears up your skin. So crazy enough, her blood work kept coming back really in like weird readings, like it looked like she was a cancer patient, and they couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. And they referred her to an oncologist, and then the oncologist started to monitor her. And when you have acute myeloid leukemia, you have, I don't even know exactly how it works, but it's like it's a number, a level that your cancer's at. And her cancer level kept increasing and increasing. And once it hit like 24, you have full blown leukemia. So she was slowly climbing her way up to the ladder to the full blown diagnosis, right? So when it took so long for them to figure out what the heck was going on. At first, they thought she had lung cancer because she developed a mycobacteria infection in her lungs, and she couldn't stop losing weight. She lost like almost 70 pounds. And I remember looking at the doctor, and I just started crying, like, okay, there's not much left of her. Can you guys please figure out what the hell is eating literally at her body? So they did a biopsy, and then that's when they said, "Oh, we saw something on her lungs. We think she's got cancer." I'm like, "Well, what do you mean? Like, did you not take a sample?" "Oh no, we didn't get her permission to take a sample if we saw anything while we are in there." I'm like, are you kidding me? If you get a bronchoscopy, like, it's not a fucking walk in the park, okay? Like, they're putting like, cameras and everything down your throat, and they're putting all these items in there, and they're knocking you out, and it's quite the process. So she had to go under again, and then they finally clipped a piece of it. And then when she called me, she's like, "Oh, I have great news. She doesn't have lung cancer. She's got a mycobacteria infection." I'm like, okay, okay. Well, I guess that's positive, right? Because it's not, it could still kill you, but it's not cancer, right? So I was like, oh, phew, okay. So then they put her on this drip, trying to get rid of it. It took over 8 months to get rid of this mycobacteria infection she had in her lungs. So, and it was because she was so immunocompromised. But then her numbers just started to get worse and worse and worse. And then when she was diagnosed, it was like she had bruises all over her body. That was another thing too. She was hiding and coming out of the shower and trying to cover her body with her towel. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What's wrong with your legs?" And she confided in me that she was literally needing to like lift her legs one at a time in and out of the shower because her legs didn't have enough strength. She had internal bleeding. She almost bled to death because she was hiding it from me, because she knew she was sick, but she didn't want to go to the hospital because she didn't want to know what was wrong with her. And part of her knew she was really, really sick. And it was her 24th birthday coming up because her birthday's February 3rd, but she didn't want to tell me she was sick until the next day. It was like, I told you better never lie to me again. I'm like, I could tell you were sick because I kept saying to her, I'm like, you don't look well. There's something wrong. You do not look well. And she just tried to hide it and hide it for so long. And then finally, the day after her birthday, she's like, "You need to rush me to the hospital. I can't swallow." She had ulcers going from in her mouth all the way down her throat. And she had to be put on a pain pump for like 3 months, on a morphine pump to get her to be able to swallow. And it was extremely painful. So she was administering her own meds, and then the meds she was on for the mycobacteria infection could cause blindness. So she had to go get her eyes checked all the time. But she was on so much damn morphine that she wasn't testing well. on the eye exams. It was just such a circus show, like the whole thing. And then she started to get all these spots on her hands, and they couldn't figure out what it was. And then they were taking biopsies and chunks, and then she had them on her feet. They were taking chunks of that. Turned out they never figured out what the heck it was. They figure it was just her body reacting to the cancer and just kind of doing its thing. So now she's got scars all over her pretty little hands. But she's still here, right? She had to go through like intense chemotherapy, and she had to decide if she wanted to save her eggs. But then they told her that if she has internal bleeding from all the needles that go inside to take the eggs out, that she could bleed to death because they don't have anything to put pressure on anything that's bleeding on the inside. And if she has, this issue, because she had cancer of pretty much all over, so she chose to not get the eggs, and then she had her chemotherapy, which literally killed her for like 5 days. She was like totally like couldn't eat, couldn't drink, couldn't speak, couldn't do anything, and just kind of laid there for a while. So I went for a lot of walks, tell you that. I did a lot. But it was a very interesting time of life for people who have family members. Like, I never thought I would ever have a family member with cancer, let alone my daughter. And it was quite the awakening for life in general. You appreciate your life a whole lot more when that happens in your family, in your life. That's why money is shitty, yeah, and I'm having money issues, but I tell you, I've been through worse, and so I know I can get through that. So, um, I would not trade that experience, for anything, because I feel like we all learned a lot, and I wouldn't trade it because she's still here. And I learned a lot, like a lot about myself, a lot about my family, a lot about my daughter. Like, we lived together in a freaking hotel for almost a year, hotel and hospital. So that's why we're so close, and that's why when you see her come on, and you guys are like, you guys just look so cute and genuine together. Well, when you live in a one bedroom hotel room and you have to tolerate each other's farts and burps and smells and bad habits, and everything that you can't run away from because you're stuck in a hotel room together, um, we got to make the best of it. We had our moments. We had, I'm not speaking to you for a little while. You're annoying me. I would annoy her a lot too, because she was in pain. Like, I would just touch her and she would scream because it hurt. Like, her whole body hurt for so long from the cancer. It was like the weirdest experience ever. And to only find out that I was the carrier. Apparently, I'm not I can't open, or I can't activate, I guess, within me, but I am a carrier. I give, but my oldest daughter, isn't that weird? My oldest daughter, I didn't give it to, and she saved her sister. So I'm like, everything in life is just happens for a reason, and I see, and I feel I don't like. Okay, I want to say I don't like people feeling bad, and like Kirsten's like, I don't like telling my story because then people look at me and have pity on me, and I'm not looking for pity. I'm just telling you, man, if you're going through something shitty in your life, you can make it through anything. Okay, you can make it through anything. You just have to want to, right? If you don't want to, then you're not going to want to, and you're not going to make it. But I feel like if you are like diagnosed with anything and they tell you, oh, you might not live. Well, you know what? How many people have been told that and they're here like another decade and they're still going strong, It's because, if somebody tells you you're going to die in like 2 months, and you're not really going to die, but you have just like, oh my God, you're all over this. You've convinced yourself you may very well die in 2 months. And there may be no reason for it because you have convinced yourself that you are going to die because of that. And I heard, I don't even know where I heard that from, but I've heard that that's happened before where, I think it was somebody who said, that their friend or somebody was diagnosed with something, but they didn't even really have it, and then they convinced themselves they had it, and they actually ended up dying, but it wasn't from what they thought they had. The mind, I feel, is like so much more powerful than we give it credit. and the things that your mind can do. Like we only use like what, like 4% of our brains. Like I feel like other people, some people can tap into like more than others. And that's why I feel like, if you got ADHD or anything like that, because I got severe ADHD, I can't sit still if my life counted on it. For me to sit here right now for this long, I'm starting to get ants in my pants going to France, but that's only because I thought about it. If I hadn't thought about it, I probably would be okay. But it's true. Hope is within everyone. And people who are just like, I don't have this, I don't have that, or they stand on a street corner with a sign. Okay, I don't mean to be rude, but that energy that you're taking every day to go get yourself outside and plant yourself on that street corner holding that sign, you could do something more with your life, but you have to want to. There's free education for bus drivers, for transports. Here in Canada, you can become a welder and they'll pay for your education. Anything along those lines, okay? If you want something bad enough, there are the tools there to get it done. And I'm not somebody who's not going to feel pity on somebody, okay? Yeah, we all go through heavy shit in our lives, blah, blah, blah. But you creating a pity party for yourself and putting a sign in front of you on the street corner, sure, I'll help you. I will. But in the long run, it's not going to do anything for you, for me to give you a toonie, or I'll give you a bottle of water that'll quench your thirst for then. But what about later? You got to look at your life and look at your what you're doing with it. If you're happy doing what it is you're doing and you're happy sitting on the street corner with your dog, then that's the life you're choosing. If you don't want to do that anymore, then you can find a way out. There's shelters, there's help, there's services where you can get yourself an address, where you can get yourself a career going, where you can change your life, but you have to want to. Anything in life, you gotta want it. Otherwise, if you don't want it, you're not going to change. And change requires movement, requires, oh, my mom's mental health message messes up her body. Uh-huh. It does. And I suffer from mental health issues. Like, I'm not embarrassed to say it. And I'm on Zoloft, 100 milligrams, and I really feel like I need it. Like I used to have anxiety so bad, I felt like I was having open heart surgery. I don't know if anybody's ever had anxiety like that, where you feel like it's prying your chest open and you have debilitating pain yeah. And it's kind of a mild panic attack, I guess. But I tell you, the Zoloft got rid of that. I know some people say, well, pills aren't going to solve my problem. No, but they're going to make it easier for you to deal with your problem. So when your anxiety just goes through the roof, you're just going to be like, okay, I can deal with this. Okay, it's not as big as I used to make it. Okay, I can do this. And that's what meds do. If they zone you out and you can't think anymore and you feel like a vegetable, well, you're not on the right meds. Okay, because psych meds, if sometimes you're put on something that you don't even need, and that's how your body doesn't. If you don't need it and you're balanced already, and they're trying to balance something that's already balanced, I feel like it doesn't work. And I feel like that's why it takes so long for a psychiatrist and doctor to kind of get that perfect cocktail sometimes, because there's so many different things out there. I know Abilify is something that I know a lot of people use to regulate your mood. And I know Kirsten started taking it, and she was just so crusty. It got rid of her crustiness. She was just like irritable and just like short. And it's like she's on that, man. She's so much better. We were telling her, we're like, you're just a little crusty, just you're really a queen of swords energy. Like, what's wrong? And she went to the doctor. Or no, it was because she sees a psychiatrist because she had cancer, right? So anytime somebody has cancer, they get assigned a psychiatrist, because that's very affecting your mental health when you go through that, right? Especially if you're told you may not live through this. I could not imagine what that would be like. And I had to imagine that for my daughter. And it's pretty scary. She told me, in the beginning, she didn't tell me, and she would cry in the washroom and lock herself in there and just cry and be so scared. And I wasn't allowed to stay with her for some of the nights at the hospital. So I felt really terrible. And I thought, that would be really scary to just be told, hey, you got cancer and you may or may not live, but we're going to do everything we can. It's like, wow, okay. What do you do with that? We're here. We made it to the other side. So like, I wanted to share that with everybody because I really feel like, when we go through something difficult in our lives and we feel like we're never going to make it to the other side, and because, suicide is like something that happens a lot for people who go through times in their life where they feel like they're alone and they have nothing and they've reached the end. You're never reaching the end. There's always a way out. There's always a way to pick yourself back up. You got to realize, okay, you know what? I went through the healing and that I needed to do for myself. And now I need to pick myself back up. Okay. Because you can do anything you set your mind to. That's why the magician is in the tarot readings, okay? Because it's all about manifesting what it is you want and need and go after what it is you want and need. And stop letting fear or worry that you're not going to succeed get in your way. If I had done like that, if I had done that, I wouldn't be here right now. I would not have the amount of subscribers that I have. And I still didn't give up. When I went from 3.5K to 4K every 28 days down to like in the negative, and I was in the negative for like a good 6 months. Nobody was subscribing. Everybody was unsubscribing. And I didn't know what the heck was going on, but it was the algorithm was just ruining my channel. And then all of a sudden it started to pick back up. So I started to pick back up and I got more into the channel. And now I feel like I'm really motivated and I'm getting a lot done. And that's why I wanted to, hang out with you guys tonight because I feel like I don't have many friends. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm very, very picky about who I bring into my energies. Okay, if you're going to be rude or if you're going to be all selfish and self-centered, like I just can't tolerate any of that anymore in my life. I would rather be alone than have, and then have friends that are fake. Okay. Fake friends are just, I'd rather have no friends than fake friends. And I feel like you guys are the opposite of fake. You wouldn't be here unless you wanted to be here, right? So I want to develop a connection with you guys. Every Friday night, I want to do this with you guys. So Michelle, Sheree Fisher, and Kathy 654. Like I see you guys. I see you guys, and you guys have been here the entire time. And Fozzie Juice World, I love that name. I want to connect with you guys more and get to know you guys too. I mean, you tell me about yourselves too. And next week, I was thinking of doing all signs. So do all 12 signs, a reading for it. So I go through the reading and then you guys can chat and talk with me. I want to try and do something different every Friday. Not something different every Friday, but change it up. So maybe I'll do readings again and or maybe I will do just chatting, get to know me. Because I know not a lot of you guys know me, but a lot of you guys do. I mean, I've been on YouTube for like what, 5.5 years almost now. So November, December, January, February. Okay, no, I'm exaggerating. I've been on for 5 years and like 3 months. Okay, and I wouldn't change this for the world. I mean, if you had told me like 7 years ago, Jamie, you're gonna quit your job one day and your kid's gonna have leukemia and you're gonna become a tarot reader on YouTube, I would be laughing ridiculously at them. Oh, thank you for becoming a super fan, Sherry Fisher. You're so sweet. Thank you. And yeah, like I'm trying to post more too for members. Okay, it's because I really feel like I want to give something to you guys. I was doing like ad free for a while. Nobody wanted to watch the ad free videos. You guys wanted to watch them all with the commercials. So I was like, okay. But you guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you want to help out your YouTubers, your YouTube channel, and people watch their commercials. And when you can skip the ones you can skip, don't skip. Go do something else or mute it if you want to help a YouTuber. Okay, if you don't want to, you do you. You do what you want. I'm not your mommy. I'm not here to boss you around, tell you what to do. I'm just saying, because the person I was doing a virtual reading with today told me because I said to her, you should sign up for YouTube Premium. And she's like, why? I said, because it's commercial free and you get YouTube music. And she's like, what's YouTube music? I'm like, oh, well, let me tell you, I've had YouTube music now for, I believe, since it existed. And when it first came out, you couldn't find all the music. But now, oh my gosh, there's nothing that I cannot find. And my favorite song is Je ne regrette rien. I regret nothing. and it's a French song. So it's je and then ne, and regret is regret, and then rien is rien. Non, non de rien. Je ne regrette rien. Yeah, I mean, the song is funny. You could probably get it translated too, but if you understand French, it's hilarious. A little about me. You're an orphan and used to be in the service. That's intense. Big hugs to you because my daughter's going to be adopting. Okay, and that's touching me right now. My soul journey, and now I'm finding out some stuff that's been stressful, but everything will work out for me. I love that. I love that you were adopted because Kirsten's going to be adopting. And I cannot wait to meet that little person. I don't care, what color they are, what race they are. I don't care. They're a human being, and I'm going to love them to pieces. There's so many people out there that are all alone in orphanages that need some love, And I'm glad that she's going to be able to save someone and, not even save someone, save each other, you know, because she wants to be a mom. She works in a child clothing store right now, a used child clothing store, and she's just buying everything to prepare. I mean, she's preparing. She wants to be a mom so bad. And what else do you have to say here? Yeah, okay. Me and my son and my daughter are all Taurus. That's funny. You guys are all Tauruses. I found you during a dark time and haven't left. Aw. I've been told that by people that they've started watching me at one of their darkest times in their lives, and I really made them because I was there too at the darkest time in my life, and I just try to help people see what I wasn't seeing, what's there, because there's always where there's a will, there's a way. You'll never ever not be able to make something work. You'll find a way. Hey, right? Where there's a will, there's a way, and I'm a firm believer of that. And I love that you guys are all Taurus Earth sign there because that's not. I feel like they probably really help keep you grounded during that time, right? But the adopted parents was not so great. Oh, really? PDF really? Oh, I tell you, that kid that's going to get adopted by Kirsten is going to be loved so much. I'm going to be the best grandma to that kid ever. And you are going to get to meet them when I meet them too, because I'm going to share that with you guys. It's not going to happen anytime soon, so don't get too excited, okay? But yeah, I can't wait. Oh, that song is played in the Cajun music in Louisiana. I'm Capricorn, and I like your sense of humor. It's the same as mine. Oh, well, it's funny. I'm married to a Capricorn now. We're married 30 years, together 33 and a half years now. So yeah, I know Cappies. We separated for like about a year and a half just for our 20th, and that's why I've been there, done that, and I was 15 when we met 3 weeks for my 16th birthday, and he was 18, so. We've been together a long time. He's 52 now, and I'm turning 50 in July. So, yeah, and my kids, well, my daughter just turned 27 on the 3rd. And Taylor, my oldest, and I'll be sharing a post with you guys and her picture. She's going to be 30 on February the 12th. So, yeah, I know. I don't look old because I had my daughter at 19. So, it's kind of cool because we have the 2 decades between us, and then my mother-in-law, who's no longer with us, would have turned 70 this year. So we're all like 2 decades apart. So I liked that connection while we were all together. You're Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Virgo rising. Oh, wow. You had your son in 2004. Oh, wow. After coming home from Iraq. Wow, that's an intense life there. Yeah, I like learning about you guys. And you know what? I've been doing so many virtual readings, and they almost last 3 hours. I know I say 2 hours, but it's like I know that if you're getting a reading from me, we're vibing on the same wavelength. So, and it's funny because everybody I've done a reading for, I kind of could feel that they're on the same wavelength, and I'm like, "Oh, I hope I'm right. I hope they're not, like, crusty and hard to read," you know? I've only ever had one person that I couldn't read for, and that was at, an event that I did, and apparently this woman went to go, talk to the owner and say, "Oh, is she any good? Does she even know what she's doing? How does this even work? Is this, like, a joke? Is it blah, blah, blah?" And she was just going on and on. And then she came after she bitched out the owner and came down and sat on my chair, and she's all like introducing herself to me, and she sits there, and I felt like this wall in front of her. And I'm like looking at the cards, and like, all I see is cards, man. I'm not getting anything. Like nothing. I wasn't connecting to anything. I literally had to tell her that. I'm like, well, I don't know what it is. This is my first time, but I'm not getting anything for you. I just feel like there's this wall between us and I can't quite connect with you. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but I can't do a reading for you. And they were free, right? So I was doing an event where the business owner was paying me a lump sum and I was doing readings for people, which I was fine with. But she was not happy. And after she left, the owner came over and she's like, "Wow, that was quick. What was that?" And I told her, and she's like, "Oh my goodness." She goes, "You're good." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "All she did was complain and she was so closed off. I was kind of curious on what kind of reading she was going to get. And you couldn't even read her." I'm like, "Yeah, it's the only time that's ever happened. I've never, ever had a time where I couldn't read for someone. Because usually, if you come for a reading, you're open, you're vibing, you're here for a question, you have things you want to know, right? But when you come in and you're just like, "Oh, this dumb bitch, I wonder the big joke this is, this is a real scam, Well, if that's what you're coming in with, I won't be able to do a reading for you, so you won't get scammed because you won't get anything from me besides the fact that I can't read you, right? So I'm a firm believer that the energies you dish out are the ones you're going to get back. Because if I could feel that, that was like, whoa, like when you're in a room, like a room with a lot of people in it, and you start to get these weird feelings, these weird vibes, and you're like, you feel like you just want to jump out of your skin. That's your intuition is vibing with like empathically around the room. So you're feeling somebody who's got some sadness, you're feeling somebody who's got some joy, you're feeling somebody who's got some guilt, you're feeling you're feeling all these different things, and you're just like, I don't know what to do with this. Oh my God, I think I'm crazy. You're not crazy. You need to organize your thoughts and know what's what. Okay. You're like, okay, I'm in a room right now. I'm feeling all these energies. Okay. It's okay. I'm safe. There's nothing that can get me here. I just have to tell myself that these aren't my energies, that they are energies that I'm feeling around me. And then that way you don't allow them to control your energies. Because sometimes we can just feed off other people's energies. And I learned that the hard way, and that's how I realized that I had this issue that it's like I had to it's like, okay, a weird metaphor, but I had to clean my house, okay? My house, my head, my house. And once I cleaned each section of my house, oh, everything just started to make more sense. And when and so many people feel other people's energies, but they think they're crazy. They think there's something wrong with them. Okay, I was at an event, okay, in April, and I was in a large group of people. I started crying. I couldn't stop crying, and I'm talking like like wailing, like hyperventilating, and my friends who I had all met these people, like, we knew each other, like, online and stuff, but I went to Vegas for a business trip, and we all met together there, and, they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, "I've never had a moment like this where I'm in a room full of people." There were too many energies around me. It was to the point where I broke down and I was just in tears and I couldn't control it. And it lasted for, I'd say, about half an hour. I mean, I was embarrassed, and it takes a lot to embarrass me. And I was just embarrassed because I was like, oh my goodness, I did this in front of like hundreds of people. Like there were people everywhere. And I even got recognized in the washroom. Okay. Somebody's like, "Are you like Jamie from like DCT?" I'm like, Yeah, I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, I never thought in a million years I would run into somebody in a washroom in Vegas who would recognize me. And then on the way home, I had somebody at the airport recognize me and oh, what's that section, where they look at all your luggage and they, scrutinize and analyze you. I want to say SA, but I don't travel much, okay? But one of the security people. Oh, I remember what happened. I was sitting there and I was eating because I ordered like a burger at this little restaurant or whatever, and she had this cool color in her hair. TSA, thank you. She had like the coolest color in her hair, and I said to her, "Oh, your hair is freaking cool. I love it." And then she's looking at me, and she's like, looking. I'm like, "Oh, did I say something wrong?" She's like, "You're Jamie, aren't you?" And I'm like, she's like, "I recognize you. I watch you every freaking day." And I'm like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "I was wondering why you were looking at me like that." So I pulled out my business card and gave it to her. She's like, "Oh my God, it's really you. It's really you." And she was so happy when she left. I was like, oh, I feel like, it was, it's only happened a couple of times. And once in the Costco parking lot, that one was weird. My daughter's like, somebody's like checking you out, mom. And it's like these two ladies in a car and they're parked behind us because I was on the driver's side and she was on the passenger. And we were just shuffling through some stuff, trying to get the car packed. And so I come out and I look and she's like, "Hey, are you like that DNT kind of, on YouTube?" I'm like, "Do you mean DCT?" She's like, "That's it. It is you." It's the tats. Okay. I get recognized. The tats. As soon as somebody sees my tats, they know it's me. Nobody who looks like me would have tats like me. So I think if you see me somewhere and you see the tats, you know it's me. Oh, and Kirsten. Oh, I wanted Kirsten to just show you guys her tattoo before we end it. Let me go get her. I'll be right back. Hey, Kirsten, come show them your tattoo before we go. Your tattoo, come and show it. So, okay, she's coming. She's coming. I don't know if you guys saw it while she was sitting there, but I just want you guys to see it. She's like a major Snoopy fan. And all that baby stuff that she's buying, it's all like Snoopy books and Snoopy accessories. She's like Snoopy obsessed. Yeah, see? That giggle. She knows it. Yeah, so show them. Because she finally took the tape off. Isn't that the cutest? Yeah, Woodstock with his red puffy jacket. Oh, cute, eh? She got that for her birthday.
Yeah, I love it. Love it, love it, love
Joe
it.
Cool.
It sure is. See? You know it. You know it. Joe Cool. Oh, cute. Love it. Thank you.
Her sister drew that. My oldest daughter.
Did.
Yeah.
Love me some Snoopy. Love you.
And show
love
them
you.
your other one that's made by Taylor.
Oh.
Because you got matches, right? Get on your knees.
Well, this one is also, she also
yeah.
did this one. Rawr. Oh, God, I can't get it. There we go. Rawr. And then she did this one, too.
For Paris. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, our Taylor's a little artist.
Yeah, I keep telling her she should be a tattoo artist, but
she doesn't wanna.
No, she says it's too much pressure.
She's funny. She's an Aquarius too, and so is Taylor, and they're so different.
Yeah.
Like so different.
Well, I'm covered in tattoos, and she has none.
Yeah. It's funny. We're the tat girls.
Yeah, no one else in our family has them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I really appreciate you guys being here, and I won't be forgetting your names. So hopefully every Friday I see you, but she won't be here every Friday. She's usually with her boyfriend, but he's called her and he said he's going to be gaming all night and she'll be bored.
Yeah, and I work tomorrow morning, so with the snow, it just makes sense to just go tomorrow. But he's got a fun weekend planned for me for my birthday, so I'm excited.
He's taking her to Yee's.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you guys have no idea what that is. It's Y-E''S.
It's so good. It's like the best sushi buffet. It's all through a tablet. It's so good. I just get everything crab. That's all I'm really allowed to eat.
Well, you get a tablet and you get to select what you want, and then they bring it to your table. So you don't even have to get up.
Super quick.
And it's fresh off the press food. Yeah, very, very delicious. Oh, well, my pleasure. I'm going to do this every Friday. So meet me here every Friday. If I can't make it, I will post and let you guys know so that you're not waiting for it. I'll have courtesy and respect in that way. But and then anytime she's here, she'll pop on and say hi to you guys too. So it was fun, and I know, isn't she adorable? I'm so glad she's. I told him about your cancer survivor story,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you overheard me.
No, I was downstairs.
Yeah, and how you were trying to hide it from me, and how you had internal bleeding, and how you looked like a cheetah, but you didn't want to tell anybody.
It's almost my birthday.
You were diagnosed 3 years today, isn't it today?
No, on the 8th.
The 8th. Oh, okay. I always get confused. Oh, because my parents' wedding anniversary is today.
5 days after my birthday.
That's right. The 3rd's her birthday. My parents' wedding. Oh, no, my nephew's the 5th. Then it's my parents' wedding anniversary. Then it's her leukemia diagnosis. Then it's Taylor's birthday.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in February.
It's their anniversary today. I have to message them.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if she told me how long it's been. Because my parents are actually still married, if you guys can believe that, right? And no. Oh, 55 years. Yeah, 55 years.
Oh,
well, happy anniversary, Mom and Dad.
Sorry that your mother passed in 20.
I know. I'm lucky to still have both my parents. Very lucky. And yeah. And I did a reading for Kelly today, and her dad showed up in her reading, and he was giving her shit, telling her she's working too much and she needs to freaking slow down. And I could see the tears rolling in her eyes. So if you get a reading and your mom shows up, I'm sure she'll be giving you some shit too. That's what we do, right?
I know you would.
Yeah, I'd be like, come on, get your shit together, Kirsten. But I'm glad she's still here. And I just want you guys to know you can get through anything in your life. You lost your dad, but your mom's. Oh, that's so hard. I'm sorry to hear that, Michelle. Big hugs.
Yeah.
Appreciate and love them while they're here, and tell them, don't hold anything in, because they're your family, and if you have a close connection.
But she was never in your life. Oh, okay. Well, it's still hard though. I mean, she was your mom, but I mean.
Well, I was telling them you're going to be adopting, right? And I cannot wait to meet who you're going to be adopting. And I told them how prepared you are and how you work at the child secondhand store, and she's like prepared.
Once upon a child.
Yeah. So prepared.
Oh yeah, I know how to put together jolly jumper swings, bassinets. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, I mean, she's your mom. You have to.
You don't have to.
Well, anything. I mean, deep down,
you came out of her, and she brought you into this world.
That's kind of what I.
So that's pretty much what you need to appreciate from her, because it doesn't make you a mom just because you gave birth. If you're a terrible mom, right?
I'm sorry. Jeez. Man, you think that you're going through a lot, and then everybody around you also does too. That's why I don't, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Being a jerk on the road, maybe
you don't know what they're dealing with. Traumatic. You don't know if their kid just got diagnosed with cancer, or their mother just died. Or
we had a few occasions where we were in the car getting yelled at, and she just yelled, "My daughter has cancer. Go after yourself."
Yeah. And I tell you, that shut people up.
He didn't know what we were going through.
But he wanted to pick a physical fight with me. Yeah. And I said, my daughter has cancer, and I don't even know if she's going to live. So how about you go fuck yourself? And, well, he left. He
almost followed us to the hospital.
Oh, but the tail went between his legs quick, and realized, oh, my gosh, road rage following you to the cancer center. Gotta love that, right? You got mental issues when you follow someone to a cancer center to tell them off. Yeah. Oh, you've been writing tons of poetry and manuscripts. You know what? Ooh. And that's how you can release that, release that pain that eats you alive. You got to put it out. You got to, what do you call it?
Beautiful with it. Yeah.
I mean, look at you. You're making all these beautiful toys now for people to enjoy. And I mean, Kelly said that she works with the youth, and she's a counselor, and she wants to purchase a bunch
my heart
to donate.
That would make me so happy knowing that they would be going to a bunch of children.
So even if you want to, that's why we were thinking of going to hospitals, so that we could get people to buy them for their kids, surprise your kid who's maybe got some cancer or some terrible crap going on in their life.
I know I kind of launched at them worst time of the year, right after Christmas,
Yeah.
right at the start where everybody's, struggling because we're all in the same boat pretty much this time. So no worries at all. I mean, I've been trying to pump out a bunch of new designs anyways. So hopefully that there's a design that interests you. Or if not, then I'm more than happy to customize anything for you. I've
So
done that.
yeah, go check
times.
rumipals.com, rumipals.com. She just loves the traffic. So even if you're not buying anything, go have a look and maybe something will catch your eye.
Makes me happy that people are seeing them.
Yeah,
People are seeing them. Not even just purchasing them, just seeing what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. She's putting her heart and soul into every single one of those.
I don't want to do anything else. All I want to do is do this. I was trying to do something else, and I was like, no, I just want to crochet.
Oh, pleasant dreams. Well, yeah, we're gonna get going now because it's getting close to Betty Bad time for me as well.
Oh my god, I work in 12 hours.
Well, it was fun. I really had a lot of fun, and you guys got to see Kirsten because she stayed home today. So, yeah, she stayed home for a reason. She got to say hi to you guys, and now you guys know why we have such a close connection.
And for a lot together.
Yes, we have. But anyway, gotta go now. So have a great morning, night, evening, afternoon, my friends.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye. Sweet dreams.